Assalamu alaikum guys. In this short video lecture I will guide you practically in the construction of RCC slab with floor beam. Also they did some common mistakes, so let me point out those mistakes in front of you. Mistakes are especially in lapping length, also in crank bar, especially in RCC slab. So let's get started guys. On the shuttering, first of all they placed plastic. Then they placed main bars and distribution bars, which dia is 12 mm with the spacing of 150 by 150 mm. They used here 40 grade steel rods. Next guys, you can see concrete cover for RCC slab is from 25 to 40 mm or from 1 to 1.5 inches. This is concrete cover in bottom of this RCC slab. Next guys, you can see this is the middle of the slab, but they placed lapping length. So this is one of the big mistakes in the construction of this RCC slab, because at the middle of RCC slab we have maximum bending moment. So therefore lapping is not allowed to placed at the middle of the slab. You can see concrete cover. Covered area for this RCC slab is about 5,000 square feet. This is floor beam construction. Depth is 18 inches, width is 12 inches. They used 4 steel rods at the bottom, 3 at the top, 2 are side bars. Dia is 16 mm. Lateral ties dia is 8 mm. And the second big mistake you can see guys, which is especially in hooks, which are bent on 90 degree, because they didn't follow the steel structure design. Also the hook length should not be less than 3 inches. Next guys, you can see the lapping length. This is cantilever slab. This is single mesh, spacing is 12 by 12 inches. On the top of this they will place the other steel rod mesh. It will be 6 by 6 inches. This is commercial building. Maximum span between column is 24 feet and minimum is 12 feet on this side. After completion of steel reinforcement on this side, they will place concrete cover under the steel reinforcement. Guys, you can see they placed the lapping at the distance of L by 4. So this is the third big mistake in the construction of this RCC slab, because this is not the place to provide lapping length. This is the place to provide crank bar or extra steel rod. Guys, you can see they placed lapping, and lapping should not be provided at the same point, it should be provided alternately, but unfortunately they did the design by a steel fixture, so therefore they will face more problems in the future in this RCC design. You can see the lapping length. Crank bar is economical to provide at the distance of L by 4. You can see the lapping is here up to 4.5 feet at this place. At one side this is about 9 inches, on the other side this is about 3.5 feet. So this is not the proper design. Before starting steel reinforcement and the construction of floor beam and slab, they should do calculation for the cutting length of steel reinforcement, but unfortunately they didn't do any measurement for this, so therefore they placed the steel reinforcement without any calculation. So therefore if the lapping is coming in any place, so they are placing, so therefore they will face the problem. Lapping is not allowed at the distance of L/4 at the middle of RCC slab. Guys, you can see this is cantilever slab, this one is cantilever beam, which length is about 7 feet. They placed steel reinforcement here. At the end of cantilever beam or slab, they should provide the hooks, but they didn't provide here, because it makes a good bond between steel and concrete, because this is end of the slab. Next guys, you can see they placed the steel reinforcement at this place, so therefore they will make overlapping of the other steel bars to get the sufficient length of steel reinforcement in this slab. So this is not the place to do the lapping. Spacing of stirrups are about 9 inches here. So this is the maximum spacing of stirrups. So the stirrup spacing should not be more than 200 mm in the construction of floor beam or plinth beam, especially for commercial building, but they placed maximum spacing here. At the distance of L/4, spacing should be kept about 6 inches, and after L/4 distance you can increase up to 7 to 8 inches.